Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the Rolex Day Date 36 in yellow gold with a black pyramidal dial and Roman numerals. I'll tell you, reference 18238. I'll tell you a little bit about the history of this watch, then I'll tell you about where it stands in the lineup of other similar day dates. Then I'll tell you about the case bezel dial bracelet movement, finally try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start with just a little history. Now the day date came out, it's been out for a very long time. I want to say it came out somewhere around the 50s, early 50s, and it's known as the president. President meaning the highest that it can be. And while it's not the highest now at Rolex because they still make other more complicated watches, but it has preserved its place as the top dress watch at Rolex. Rolex makes the Datejust, which just has the date 1 through 31, and then they make the day date, which has the day and the date Monday through Sunday at the 12 o'clock, and the date 1 through 31 at the 3 o'clock, and that makes this a day date, which they only make in precious metals, and therefore they call it the president because of the president bracelet. Okay, so with that said, it's been out for quite some time, since the 50s, which I guess now makes it, more than 70 years old? Or the collection is more than 70 years old. Now, where does this one stand? Well, this is a reference 18238, which was produced between 1988 and 2000. That's a 12-year run. And the main thing about the 18238 is now that the day and the date can be changed with a double quick set, meaning I'll show it to you a little bit, but the day and the date, you don't need to run the hour a whole bunch around. It can easily be just done with a quick set, which I'll show you in a little bit. Okay, now with that said, what else we can say is that's a little of the history and where it stands in the lineup. Well, where does it stand in the lineup? Now, in 2000, during that time, they didn't have the larger 41 millimeters that they do have, or the 40 millimeter dailies that they have now. That didn't start till something around, I think, 2007 or something like that, or before 2010. They came out with the Day-Date 2s, which were 41 millimeters. So back then, during this time, 1988 to 2000, they only had 36 millimeters. And yeah, okay. And in this time, they did a lot of different variations. They did variations with different dial configurations, all sorts of different Romans, indexes, diamonds, a whole bunch of different variations. This one actually is going to be black with a Roman numeral, and it has sort of this pyramid motif to it. Now, at that time, Rolex was making a lot of different variations in their day dates. They had with concentric circles, with rubies. Oh my God, they had like 100 different variations. That proved to not be the best idea for them, so they got rid of all that. And now in 2026, when they do day dates, they don't have that many variations, and all the variations are very similar. So they sort of pared down those variations. But who knows? Maybe they'll go back to a lot of them. This one happens to be black, Roman numeral, and a pyramid dial. And they never repeated this one, by the way. You would think that they would repeat it, but they don't. They didn't repeat it. When they make a black dial, they never repeat it with this black Roman numeral. So that is kind of a cool thing. So if you like this configuration and this size, this is actually the only way that you can get it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so and actually in the current configuration on the yellow gold day dates, they actually, can you imagine the yellow gold day dates in 36 millimeter? They don't even make it with black dial. They only make it in the previous generation, which is 118238, which they produced from 2000, I want to say, until like 2012 or 15, something like that. Okay. All right. Anyways, time to move on to now you know where it stands, the lineup and all that. Let's start talking about the watch itself, starting with the case. The case is largely going to be like it is now, 36 millimeters. Although back then, how they did it at this time, the finishing was a little different. You have a sand finish on the top and a high polish on the edges. Now it's a little different. The whole thing is high polished, and so the lugs are a little bit more nowadays, a little bit more softer. They're smoother. Back then they were a little bit more angular. Not a big deal, but still something. 36 millimeters. That part hasn't changed, and then around 12 millimeters in thickness to accommodate what they have to accommodate here, which is a movement that tells both day and the date. All right, same beautiful oyster case, all made out of yellow gold. I will say this though, you can see this on the case back then, where the bracelet connects to the head. You kind of see this a little bit. It's like a tiny bit of space. The bracelet didn't curve around like it does now. It leaves sort of this little spot, and I'm not sure that they did that on purpose or the oversight or what, but that is sort of a peculiarity I noticed about these older 18238 models. The end links of the bracelet are not exactly flush with the rest of the watch. Maybe that was a design cue, who knows. But anyways, doesn't matter. That's how it is, and still looks very nice. Let's look at the bezel here. Bezel is going to be a fluted bezel, your standard yellow gold bezel that's fluted. They didn't really change it. They can't change it. It's an iconic part of the watch. It'd be like changing the swoosh on the new Nike, so it just can't change it. It does look nice, and so yeah. Let's look at the dial. The dial is quite special. I mean, as I said, they don't make any black dials against yellow gold on 36 anymore, at least as of 2026. They make it on the previous generation, but again, they didn't make any Roman numerals in the second generation. So if you like Roman numerals, these Roman numerals, by the way, are made of gold. So that is a reason to like it, because it adds, in my opinion, just a layer of, I wouldn't say complexity, but elegance, in that you have Roman numerals. Roman numerals are always going to kind of look more elegant, if you ask me. It's just more going on, more traditional. And then you have this really cool pattern. The pattern, at first I didn't even notice it, but now I notice it. It actually is a pyramid. And if you look here at the date wheel, you would think that you would have white with black lettering, but it's actually like a champagne, like a yellowish background against this with black ink writing on it. And they do that with the date wheel and the date, Monday through Sunday, and 1 through 31, the date. And I think it's because if you put white against this whole thing's yellow, it just kind of wouldn't match. So to keep it kind of congruent, they decided, okay, we're gonna yellow out the background, which I think makes a look for a much more uniform look. I like it. And as I said, I was going to show you how to change the date. So you can unscrew it, you click it forward, it changes the date, Monday through Sunday. You flick it downward and it changes the date, 1 through 31. And before, you actually had, on a single quick set, you could not, I forgot which of the date. The day change or the date change, I forgot. One of those two. But on a single quick set, you only changes one of those. The other one, you have to run it 24 hours manually by hand to advance the date forward one day. I think that only the date, Monday through Sunday can be changed, and the 1 through 39, you had to run it all the way through. That was a previous generation. That was reference 18038, which I think was from somewhere in the 70s to 1988. But anyways, this one solved that problem by making it both quick set. So that's a huge advancement. To be honest, it was lame to have it run 24 hours to do that, okay? All right, so the next thing here is gonna be the bracelet. Now, bracelet also, again, surprisingly, it's unchanged. Rolex has not changed the date. All right, so the bracelet, it's still 3 semicircles on the bracelet, high polish down the center, and brush finish down the sides. And then you have this buckle. The buckle is a bit changed from the previous the newer generations, not by much, just the clasp itself, but the rest of the buckle is more or less the same. It's still hidden, so when you close it, it's not going to look any different. Okay, so that's the bracelet. But other than that, it's the same as what it is nowadays. It doesn't use ceramic sleeves, which means it can have some droop in it. This one doesn't have any droop in it, but they use the ceramic sleeves to prevent that kind of thing. Let's look at the movement. It's a caliber 3155 movement, and they use this movement really well. I think they even used it in the next generation 11823, if I'm not mistaken. I could look that up though. But anyways, the caliber is good. You can't see it anyways. It does what it's supposed to do. What can I say? Time to try this watch on my wrist. So, what do I think about this watch? I think that for the price point, at least as of 2026, the watch is selling under $20,000. You get a gold Rolex. A 36 is a little bit small, but still, it's a good Rolex. It's a precious metal, and it's an iconic watch. It doesn't exactly break the bank, and it has a modern twist to it. Modern twist to it, but it's still a vintage watch, considering that, you know, at this point it's already like more than 30 years old. So that is vintage territory. Not super old vintage, but it's still vintage territory. Now in 10 years it really will be vintage. So yeah, and you have a dial that no longer exists. It's a pretty cool watch for the price point. And so for that, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to buy it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.